week saw the launch of our new series, The Breakfast Club. Now, The Breakfast Club is something we're bringing to, well, firstly to Cape Town and then to Johannesburg. And we are going, it's the chance over breakfast to bring together the top 20, the top 30 lawyers in a specific practice area and have a Q&A with an advocate or someone in business about a fresh topic, something that is maybe a change in legislation, something that's going to affect their work going forward. So, but it's also a chance for us to really bring the very best in that city together. So we launched it at Therapy Restaurant in Park Road, just off Clove Street in Cape Town. Wonderful session. You can actually see the links probably below, and also you can find the clips online of the session and of the promo video as well. And it was brilliant. It was really well received. This one was specifically about the employment labour law market. There are some big legislative changes going on that are going to affect the way that all of these lawyers and their teams deliver their work to their clients. So yeah, it's really interesting to do that, and that will be something that we will do periodically. The thing is, it's about bringing the best together when we've got something to talk about, not just talking about anything. It has to be something that is going to affect the work. So, and yeah, it's good. And then hopefully over time, the Breakfast Club will build into a nice referral setup, so that the best can meet the best. And as our strapline says, experts only. In addition to that, we've sort of been building to this launch of our new events offering. So GRM Events has officially been launched, and the Breakfast Club was the first small event that they've been put together. The team did a fantastic job. It was incredibly well delivered. Every one of the guests got GRM coffee beans as well, which I've been drinking at home, which has been amazing. And yeah, it was really good. So we've been moving onwards and upwards with that. The events team will be delivering events of all sizes. You can find it on the website, the links below, and contact Sue, who's the head of events. She's currently up in Johannesburg at the moment because we are putting an event on in September for the University of Johannesburg. The event sort of sits in three different pillars really. The UJ one is a good example of where a client has asked us to come in and run an event for them. So that's a massive event, hundreds of people, former presidents, chief justices, all the top business people in the country. So that's a humongous event that they're putting on. Then there's another pillar which will be like an industry event, so very similar to our General Counsel in Africa event next year. We're already building up for February, which is going to be for Cape Town again, which is also going to involve fascinating stuff going on in Franschhoek on the second day. And then there's also going to be in November, there's going to be the North Africa one, which is going to include an awards ceremony, and that's going to be in Egypt. So there's a lot going on that side. And then the third pillar really is where we're going to, where we do GRM events like the Breakfast Club and that kind of thing. Which takes me on very nicely to what's coming up today and in preparation for going forward, but also for the launch of our new series called The Champion's Mindset. Now, you may have seen some of the promos that have been coming out, which have been fantastic, put together by Lele and the team. It's looking really good. The Champion's Mindset is it's something different. It's something quite unique, and what it is, again, similar to the Breakfast Club in the sense, but open to all. But it's really a chance for a small, select VIP audience to sit with a world champion. Now, South Africa is blessed with a number of world champions in different sports, but the target of this is really to find those who've really come from nothing. Really, people who've had to fight tooth and nail every day to get to where they are. So talent alone hasn't just got them to where they are. We're talking about resilience, we're talking about determination, we're talking about grit, what I'm calling the immeasurables, those that can't really be measured until the results are out. And we're taking that and learning from those world champions, and the audience is all in business. So it's people who want to learn and adapt those skills and that grit and determination into their business life. So it's going to be fascinating. The first one launches on July 15th, Monday morning, over breakfast, and I am utterly delighted personally, as a big fan, to be welcoming Sive Nonashinga and Colin Nathan to Cape Town. We're bringing them down for this session. Sive is currently South Africa's only boxing world champion, an Eastern Cape native, and at 25 he's seen some hard times already. He's had to bounce back. He's an absolute, I mean, his nickname is the Special One, but and he is very special. It's a talented fighter, but also he's already had to come back and face some adversity in his professional career when he was a big favourite at a fight in Monaco for the World Championship, and was surprisingly knocked out. He had to come back from that face that adversity, and he went into the lion's den, as they say. He went into the person who defeated him into his backyard, his hometown in Mexico, with a stadium full of his friends and family and school friends and supporters, and Sive won his title back. Colin Nathan, his trainer and manager, is a gem in the world of sports, and is a bit of a South African legend. And as a pair, they are phenomenal. And we're going to learn about teamwork, what they have to go through every day to really reach the top, how they work together. And I think those in the audience are going to really, really learn something. And then obviously, we'll be moving on. But again, much is always the way with GRM events, is that we don't just do it for the sake of doing it. We do it if we find people that we think have got a message that others in the business world can learn from. So we're very hopeful. It's not yet confirmed. We're very hopeful in September we will be welcoming Dricus du Plessis as the second guest in that space. And then we've got some other ideas we're floating around as well about others that we would want to get in. Just lastly, on the GRM space as well, what's going on? We've got all of that going on, and then also we've got the promo we're filming for 5 and 5. Very quickly, 5 and 5 is probably one of our most ambitious marketing challenges yet. We're aiming to bring the African legal community together in its entirety. No one left out. So what are we doing? Well, 5 and 5 is 5 questions answered in 5 minutes about the legal market, about the economy in a particular country, about the opportunities, the jobs, whatever it might be. So 5 and 5. And we're doing that in all 54 countries in Africa every quarter. So we are currently identifying the lawyers that we want to speak to, and will be our 5 and 5 guests. We've started already. We filmed last week with our contact in Nigeria, and next week we're going to see Tanzania and Mauritius, and then we're going to go around the rest of the continent. Challenging with internet speeds and coverage and things like that. But it's a real plan. It's going to be once it's up and running, and we're really going. I think people are going to see very, very quickly that GRM is utterly dedicated to bringing the African community together across all borders, and that excites me like you wouldn't believe. So we've started it, and today we're filming a promo. So I'm not going to say too much about it, but it does involve a tuxedo, a rented casino, and my house being invaded. So but you'll see the clips as they come out. And the final thing to say as well is that we're really, really busy on the recruitment front. We have got so many mandates across Joburg, Cape Town, Dar es Salaam, and Nairobi, banking partners, corporate finance partners, tax partners, litigation, corporate M&A. I mean, there are humongous opportunities at great firms for partners who want to move. And at the moment we are negotiating on a couple of in-house positions, which I'm not going to give too much detail about at this stage, but hopefully by next week they'll come out. One I can say is in the renewable energy space. And also I got a phone call yesterday as well from something overseas for which could be a very good opportunity for the right senior South African lawyers. So tons going on. Get in touch with the details below, and let's keep in touch and see what's going on at GRM.